The new Harry Potter the Philosopher's Stone trailer is online. This is my first reaction to it.
I told you.
Okay. So Harry Potter in the closet, nice.
You are a normal boy.
Okay. I like these in school in
And
this
you're going
one.
to start acting like one.
Okay, so that's Dudley.
You think you're something special?
And Petunia. He looks more like Harry
There's
Potter than
nothing
Harry Potter does.
special
I just want to say that.
about
Oh.
you.
Hey! He gets the letter.
I've always wanted to know about my parents.
Oh.
Your parents were the kindest,
Hagrid?
bravest people I ever met.
It's Hagrid.
They were funny and clever.
He doesn't sound like Hagrid, but
stood
like,
up for
we'll,
what they
we'll, we'll,
believed was
we'll
right.
look at it.
The next time I see you, we'll be in Hogwarts.
Jeez, the owl looks the exact same. Based on the beloved books of J.K. Rowling. The Hogwarts Express looks great. Professor McGonagall.
Mr.
The Sorting Hat. Ron,
I think we can
Hermione,
expect great things from you.
Ollivander. Hogwarts looks so cool, what?
Let's see who you are.
Hey, the great, oh, and Herbology. Hagrid in the snow. I love that. Hermione again. Snape, Dumbledore.
Are you really Harry Potter?
Can I be complete? Right. I've just looked at my chat, right? And you can see them up above. And this is exactly how I would describe it. Chrysler just said, this looks like an American ripoff. Yep. So, I'm a massive fan of Harry Potter. Massive fan. Harry Potter, but behind Marvel, is my favorite franchise of all time. In my opinion, it's higher than Star Wars. A lot of people will hate me for that. But I adore Harry Potter. But I don't know why this is being made. Well, I do in a way. If they're doing it more in the line with the books, I get that. But at the same time, there's a few things that are identical to the films that I don't know why they're changing. But let's have a wee look. Okay, so this is Vernon. Uncle Vernon sitting reading the newspaper. Harry's chucked into his drawer, and clearly he lives there. Like in the movies, this isn't actually really explored that much. So that it would be good if you got more into depth, along with him being in school. We don't see that in the movies. So I do rate that, and he's getting picked on.
And you're going to start acting like one.
By Dudley, right? So that's an aspect in the books that was not explored in the movies, because Dudley's actually barely in the movies. So like, that is good. Vernon not being fat. That's actually a good point. That's actually a good point, Jake. He's not.
Special?
I don't know why that just doesn't look like what I would imagine Petunia to look like. But again, the big problem with the series is every single time I think, right, what do they look like? I'll think of the movies. So I look at this and go, something's off. The only one so far that I'm like, they've nailed that is Harry Potter. I think they've nailed that on the head. He looks very much, I think he looks more like Harry Potter than the movie version at the beginning. Genuinely. Because like in the books, he's got slightly scruffled hair. Like, you know, he's quite white in the face. He's got that because clearly he doesn't get a lot of sun. They've done that really well, right? More so than Daniel Radcliffe, in my opinion. But, so he's getting his hair cut. His letter arrives. So Mr. H. Potter, the cupboard under the stairs, nice detail. From Little Wing, ooh. Okay, it is on HBO, which means one thing to me. They're buying stuff. Like they want money. That's why they're doing it on HBO. I think they should just do it in the movies again, to be honest. Actually, no, because then they can't go into more depth. So this is him at the train station with Hagrid. Big complaint.
kindest, bravest people I ever met. They were funny and clever.
He doesn't sound like Hagrid. Why does he just sound like a normal human being? He doesn't, oh, hello, Hermione. Daddy Hagrid. Why does he not sound like that? Why does he sound, hi guys, it's me, Hagrid. I don't know. And he looks identical to the books version. He is a bit fatter, actually. I think he's a bit wider. I do like that they're in the Muggle world a bit more. Probably because it's a different person. You know, Jay, you're not wrong there. You're not wrong. No Robbie Coltrane saddens me. Rest in peace, Robbie Coltrane. See, when I think Hagrid, I think him. I don't know how they're gonna pull this off, to be honest. He has a scar. It's fainter than the one in the movies. So he's in the underground, right? And then he's at King's Cross Station. Molly Weasley is hugging Ron. So is this after they go through the tunnel? I'm assuming so. So based on the books of J.K. Rowling, the Hogwarts Express looks beautiful and the platform looks better than it does in the movies. Full credit to that. Fair enough. Like, this looks a lot better than it does in the movies. So, and them leading through the forest, I love that. Hopefully we'll get more of them traveling to Hogwarts because, like, it's going to be, like, an hour per episode. Apparently it's, like, 50 minutes an episode. So instead of it being all stuffed into a 2-hour film, it's, like, I think it's a 6-hour thing. And I really like that because it hopefully will be more like the books. So, like, we'll get more details like this. Apparently, he doesn't get to Hogwarts until episode 2. If that's true, I love that, right? I adore that because they're not rushing it. And the only thing in the films that I think is bad is they rush it at times compared to the books. So this is them entering Hogwarts for the first time. Hogwarts looks almost completely different, which I kind of like, actually. It looks more grand, almost. I like it. I like the look of Hogwarts. Again, I look at her and I go, it could be Professor McGonagall, but it ain't Maggie Smith. it ain't her. So, I don't know what I'm supposed to react to that. I like her hat that's not completely straight. I like that. And I like her glasses. What have they done to my boy? Why is he... This does not look like the Sorting Hat. The one in the movie looked perfect. Is this just me complaining for, like, I don't know how long this video is going to be. This is just me complaining for 10 minutes about how this doesn't look like the films. Now, first controversial thing, Hermione's not white. Ooh, I don't care. I genuinely, when I watched her audition, I was like, she sounds exactly like Hermione and she acts exactly like Hermione. I love that casting. And she seems like quite a, you know, like innocent, like nerdy girl. And that's what Hermione is. And she's got the hair and the headband. That's Hermione. That's Hermione. Dylan, no. No, Dylan. I completely disagree with that criticism. I think she's going to be great as Hermione. So is he. And so I think they're going to be great as the grand trio. I think they look so good already.
I think we can expect great things from you.
Now, Ollivander. If you said that was Ollivander, I'd go, I can see that. I can see that. It is not the perfect casting. Well, you're going to say Emma Watson is, right? Emma Watson was superb as Hermione. But I think Isabella Staunton will be as well. I think she'll be decent as well. But I need to see the series. Like, if I don't see it, like, we'll see. I love that we're getting big. Who is that? That almost looks like Dumbledore. Or is it Flitwick? It might be Flitwick. I love this room. I think they've done such a good job with that. The girl from Matilda. You mean the musical? Disagree. But who's this? Why is he... What's he doing? Hey, Harry. Like, wait, what is this? Who's that? And who's this? Oh, that's Pansy, right? Like, that I'm assuming is Crab, and that's Gollum. Why is Crab blonde? Why is Draco Malfoy being so sassy? I don't know. I don't like that. But again, I have to see the film. I'm judging. I love that. Can we see more Quidditch matches? In the books, there's 3 matches. Show us more Quidditch. I love that. So this looks like it's Harry Potter versus... That could be Slytherin or Hufflepuff. It's yellow, so I'm going to say it's Hufflepuff, which is good. I like that. I do like that. Again, them being together. Is that lavender brown? That kind of looks like that. I love the big oversized broom. I love that. I love that we're getting herbology. I don't know what that is. I love that they're bantering. I love that. This is my favorite part of the trailer because it shows that, like, oh yeah, even wizards can have fun, innit? Hang on. Can I go back for a second? I think that's the Quidditch team. So Fred and George will be here along with Oliver Woods. So this is them by the fire. Second controversial statement. All right, people were very unhappy with this decision. I personally don't really care. But why didn't they cast Adam Driver? He looks exactly like Snape. Perfect casting. They didn't do it. I'm sure he'll be great, but Adam Driver looks like young Alan Rickman. And Alan Rickman, they're all so good in the films. I'm just complaining now. Dumbledore looks, John Lithgow, I loved him in Shrek, but like, go back to your swamp, bro. I know Michael Gambon is dead, and so is Richard Harris. Rest in peace. But both of them did such great versions. I'm sure he will as well. I just don't see it yet. However, he looks more Merlin-y, and that's how he's described in the book, so that's good. But I don't see it yet. I love this moment as well. That makes me go, he's supposed to be pale. Exactly! Snape's supposed to be pale. He's described as pale in the books. That, you know what? I'm not complaining about it. Right. That's the last scene. Wait, Richard Harris died. Richard Harris died in, like, the early 2000s. That's why he wasn't in the 3rd and onwards, right? So, that's Biggie. No way, Biggie's favorite. Now, hang on. I will just point this out. People making fun of Biggie. Biggie's gonna make millions. Alright? He's making tens of millions if that is truly him. So you better be friends with him, because otherwise, you ain't gonna get shit. Why are you? Right, this is my opinion. If they can explore more things like in the books, I'm happy. And I will be happy. And by the way, I'm complaining mostly about this trailer, but I am going to be one of the first people who tries to watch it, obviously. I just don't see it yet. And like, I need to see it to see the vision. If they're just going to replicate the movies just in a longer format, what's the point? Except for money. What's the point? Because when I think Harry Potter, I think Daniel Radcliffe. Right? And I always will, unless this is better than the movies. And it 95% sure it's not going to be. So my opinion is I would give the trailer a solid 6 or 7. Genuinely, I would give a 6 or 7. I'm going to give it a 6. I think it's good, but like, there's a lot that I haven't seen. And currently, I just think it's going to be like the movies with maybe a little bit more detail. So I'm giving it a 6. What do you think? Comment down below. What do you think of the trailer? I will be the first to alert you guys if there is new ones. new updates to the film. And yes, I'm now finally active on Benjamin Frazzledazzle. You know, I posted twice in a row. Is Benjamin Frazzledazzle actually becoming active? Maybe. We'll see. All right. Anyway, cheers, guys.